We are back here on the Screen Team where we have a full hour of movie reviews for you, and we are starting off the show, at least the first half of the show, where we have strong female characters, strong female leads. We've already done the movie Winter's Bone, The Girl on the Train, and we're going to finish up this half hour of the show with one of the newest movies coming out right now. It is called Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman has been around the DC comic book series for quite a long time. 70 plus years.
Yeah.
If there's a Mount Rushmore of comic book heroes, she's on it.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
With Superman, Batman. You want to throw Spider-Man in there too. She's on the mountain. But this is her first feature film.
Yeah. She had the series in the 70s with Carter. I can't.
Linda Carter.
Yeah. There we go.
Carter. Yeah. And so this Wonder Woman version is starring Gal Gadot.
Gadot, I believe is how it's pronounced.
I think I'm saying it a little bit wrong, but that's close enough.
Yeah, it works.
So let's talk about things we liked from this movie. We got to see Wonder Woman in theaters. What were some things that you liked from the movie?
It was better than the other recent DC stuff. I mean,
it's probably the best.
Yeah, Man of Steel forward, sure, I would agree with that. This movie was not as soulless as some of the previous DC movies. I thought Gal Gadot did really well. I was not as fond when they were earlier in the movie. They kind of had her as innocent girl, doesn't know anything about current social norms. I wasn't quite a fan of that. I understand why it was there. That's not my kind of comedy. But I thought she did pretty well in the role. I thought they interjected humor better than Batman vs. Superman, which doesn't mean they had humor at all.
Right.
Although I think it kind of came out in a few weird places where maybe not needed. And, I mean, I thought Chris Pine did well.
Yeah.
Good acting all around. So, I mean, it was better than other movies. I don't know if I go as far to say this is a great movie and all, but I thought it was all right.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I think the acting was definitely probably the best part. No, with the action, I thought the action was very good too.
I wasn't a big fan of how the action was directed.
Okay, we'll get to that.
Yeah,
we'll get to that in some of your negatives. But I thought the acting was good. I thought Gal Gadot I thought she fit it perfectly. When she was first cast, there was a lot of turmoil in the nerd realm of social media.
I was more like, I don't know who this lady is.
Yeah, but I mean, she is beautiful, gorgeous. She has that Wonder Woman mystique and beauty about her. So she fits that criteria. She kicks total butt in the film.
True that.
And she's not known for her acting, but I thought her acting was really good in this film.
Yeah, I thought she did real well in the role.
And I thought out of all the new DC Universe movies that are out right now, I thought Wonder Woman is the best out of all of them.
Of course, that's not really exactly a high bar to climb there.
True, but it could have fell by the wayside. And it could have followed the same lead as those movies, like Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman and Suicide Squad. But it went above those, and I give everybody credit for that. What were some of the weaknesses that you found in this film?
I mean, the story is really coincidental. I don't want to get too far in this because this is in heavy spoiler territory.
Right.
The villains, I don't think were very good.
I agree.
I mean, Ares is presented as the main villain. You don't see anywhere near enough of him. Some of the other secondary villains they build up were basically just there to twirl their mustaches and laugh at how evil they were.
It's true.
I mean,
it's true. I agree with you. I thought the villains were horrible. I'm not sure the name of the actor, but he played the main German general in this.
He looked familiar. I couldn't place him either.
He played Stryker in I think X-Men Origins.
Okay. I know.
He's a good actor.
Yeah.
He's a very, very good actor. Brian Cox played it in X-Men 2.
Yeah.
And then they had a younger guy play it in Days of Future Past. So there's three different versions of that. But this actor's really, really good. I didn't buy he's an English, I think he's an English actor. I didn't buy his German accent at all, man.
No. And then the main female villain who's just like, oh, look how evil I'm going to be. We're going to do this for disaster or some weird line reading ahead. It just, they came off entirely too corny.
I agree. Yeah, the villains were weak in this film. Very, very weak. Let's talk about the action. I enjoyed the action. I liked it. You didn't care for it too much.
It seemed. I'm trying to think of the word for it because they like to use a lot of slow mo.
Yeah, and they used that Matrix slow mo.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, it's cool for a couple shots, but let's.
Yeah, and it didn't. I don't want to say realistic because realistic's not the word I'm looking for. It looks entirely too staged.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, look at this cool shot, but then you linger on the shot's not too cool. Like when they're in motion and everything moving, it looked all right. CG, I don't think was very good in this movie.
I agree. There was a scene and I don't think I'm giving anything away, in the very beginning where you see Diana and her group of Amazon culture or community or whatever, and there's a scene where she's a little girl and she jumps off of a cliff.
Oh, and it's so bad.
I was like,
so bad.
I'm not a fan of CG, but when it takes you out of the movie, that's when it's really, really bad.
They pull her jumping off of big things multiple times during the movie. It looks bad every time.
Like, and I might have. We're having a little conversation here, but I'm a little confused with when she was trying to get. There was a scene where she's trying to go to the tower and get the sword.
Yeah.
Why did she just go and get it?
I don't know.
There was a lot of plot points in there that didn't make sense.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I thought she was just jumping to prove she could jump it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then she's like on the tower, like, okay, that last scene didn't make a lot of sense.
Why didn't you just go through the front door?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like they showed them there earlier in the movie.
Yeah, there was a lot of plot points and editing in this film that I thought was a little weak. But what I will say about this film is I think it's a good superhero movie. I don't think it's a great superhero movie. I don't think it's on the level of The Dark Knight or Captain America Civil War or something like that. But I think it's probably a level below that.
Yeah. Also, this just might be me because when Captain America did the whole back in the past thing,
right?
They never really had Captain America on the front lines, so to speak, if I'm remembering correctly. Because I'm trying to think of this because there's a shot in the middle of the movie where Wonder Woman is running across no man's land in her complete Wonder Woman get-up, surrounded by soldiers in historical, I guess, accurate kind of clothing. That just struck me the wrong way for some reason.
Why? I mean, it was meant to be her being.
I know, but it's
a hero.
I agree, but it's something weird about her in this colorful costume in what we know is a very real setting with war and no man's. That just struck me the wrong way. And I'm trying to think if that's just some weird thing that just got me because I'm trying to remember if Captain America had done something like that.
I don't remember. I remember in the first movie, him and his gang of people, they kind of did their own side missions.
Yes, it was never like a front line, kind of thing.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I was trying to. That just struck me the wrong way. That could just be a me thing. I fully admit that. But
so does Wonder Woman? Does it make you more or less excited for Justice League?
Well, it didn't. It more excited because it at least looks like they're attempting to right the ship after the way the last two movies had gone. And I didn't really hate Batman vs Superman. It's just
boring to me.
It was boring. It was depressing. It was dour. So at least they're kind of trying to right the ship. They had a trailer for Justice League, which don't show a trailer for the sequel to the movie before the movie. I mean,
so what does that do? How does that ruin your experience? You know that she's going to survive.
I know, but it's sort of like a wrestling thing. Like, that these people aren't actually fighting each other. Just don't kind of, do the out marketing thing and show like beforehand. Like, none of this matters. The sequel's coming. Because I know. Just give me that little bit, plausible deniability.
I'm not buying it, man.
I know.
I'm not buying it, man.
I know.
So I feel this is an important movie because, obviously it's the first female-led superhero movie that's been out there. What do you think? Do you think this movie is going to help future superhero movies with more female-led characters and more? This was directed by a female.
Yes, directed by a female. I think it's too early to say.
You think it's going to have a positive influence for the female consumers, but also the female genre as well?
I mean, I feel weird saying whether this is going to happen. I mean, that's something we really need to ask a female, I believe. For what their opinions, because we're just two dudes who sat here and saw the movie. I mean, we'll have to see. You know, obviously, what's going to matter is the number that comes out on Sunday, the box office numbers. We don't have those in yet. We just saw this the night of the premiere. Like I said, I don't know if I can really speak to that. What do you think about it?
I think it's going to be a positive.
Because I will say this: we did see a lot of girls.
We saw a lot of young girls in the theater.
Yeah.
In the theater, and I think it's going to be a positive influence. I hope. I hope it's going to be a positive influence to them and to future generations and future filmmakers down the line.
I hope so too. We'll see, because I mean, like, we don't. If this movie comes out and bombs, you know, that could actually have an opposite effect. I mean, you're probably listening to this after all this has been determined, but here on the night, I mean, I hope it does go well. I hope it does well and leads to more female-led superhero movies, more female directors in general.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see with this. We'll see what happens with the Marvel movie with
Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
okay.
With Brie Larson. We'll see how that goes. And I mean, you could put an argument that Wonder Woman is more of a main character in the DC universe right now than Batman for upcoming Justice League. Because,
well, I would say probably more than Superman, though.
Well, technically, Superman is no longer in
That's why I'm saying that she has more of a role than Superman does.
But yeah, Superman's going to be in Justice League, you guys. Hope we're not spoiling anything for you there.
I will say, though, best part of Batman vs. Superman to me is when she came and saved their butts.
Yeah, also, that guitar riff is still really awesome.
I love the guitar riff. Her theme is amazing. I love it.
Real good.
I love it. The movie's called Wonder Woman. You can find it in theaters, so go check it out if you can, okay? Sean, thank you for being on this review.
Thank you for having me.
We got more reviews coming your way. We got reviews of the movies Clerks, The Cutting Edge, and Point Break. It's coming your way next on KWOC.